Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Then leave me to deal with Gao, and return when you are ready.
You should speak with Master Li. He will want you to enter the spirit cave soon.
Everyone is talking about your victory. Well, that and ghost stories.
Gao was a fool to challenge you. You have...
Gao was a fool to cheat. Our teacher is a kind man, but he is not soft and doesn't tolerate that kind of thing. You'll face worse things than Gao in the cavern if what I've heard is right. I hope you're ready. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely. That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. Maybe I should spend more time training, and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning. Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise?
We can always discuss this privately if you're curious, but I'm interested in Lin's impressions.
From what I understand, Dawnstar is very sensitive to magic and to the spirits we call ghosts. She sees things that others can't. Sometimes she knows things that she shouldn't. I really can't say if it's intuition or something else. That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people. The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts, the ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense. If you wish, what do you want to ask about? No one really knows anything about that cavern, except that Master Li has strictly forbidden us to go in there. He has always said that it is a place of final testing. I hear whispered rumors that there's something horrible down there. I even asked around town, and there's old stories of masters before ours sending students into that cavern, and the students never finding their way out. This is all rumor, mostly gossip from the people in Two Rivers. As I said, no one really knows what's down there. Well, no one but you, once you tell Master Li you're ready. Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
Master Li once asked me not to use the style I learned in the Imperial City. It was a fair request, so I agreed. Gao should have known better than to use a forbidden style. What can I do to help you? It's funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins. They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire. The Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They're not gentle. I honestly didn't pay much attention during history lessons at my previous school. You could always ask in the town. Old Ming loves talking about the past. I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know? It was a beautiful place to grow up. The brightest minds, the most noble houses, all the greatest warriors gather there. It's truly the most vibrant place in the world. I'm glad to be here, don't get me wrong. Two Rivers, though, is very peaceful. I'm used to a more hectic pace, I think. It's taking me some time to adjust. Two Rivers is quiet, subdued. This province has a lot of rich agricultural land. Actually, fields cover pretty much everything south of the Great Southern Forest. Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
You fought well, and the record is yours. I'm happy for you, and couldn't care less about the record. It was just good to fight again and feel no pain. I'm a bit tender right now, but that's to be expected. I should be in much better shape before long. This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lin parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Li wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
Gao was a fool for challenging you. Oh, he's good, but you've always been stronger. He just wouldn't admit it to himself. Thing is, your prize is going into the cavern beneath the school. To hear Lin tell it, that place is going to challenge even you. Next to nothing. I know Master Li forbids us to go in there until our final test, but that's about the only fact I have. I hate repeating stories that aren't my own. Lin has no such qualms, so go ask her about the cavern.
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny. You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army. I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai. I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective. He should respect even the most humble person, because who knows what lies within? That includes you and me both. I was ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan. A doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun Qin, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care.
Come with me.
No, this is my fight. Go!
Your people were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come. Your people were guardians, but we did not have a clear idea of what. It is tied to your destiny. I will explain if you want me to move on. Most in the Empire know nothing of the land of howling spirits. I found its people to be honorable, but I can't tell you more than that. There was no time to learn more. He is the right hand of the Emperor, and rules the Lotus Assassins in place of Prince Sun Qin, who was killed at Dirge, a death he may have orchestrated. He shows no hesitation, and gave no thought to the lives of those we faced. His influence poisons the Emperor. I have no doubt he is utterly evil. I have never faced him, but I know of no one living who has. A dark energy sustains him. That is the armor of a man who has no remorse, no pity. Your people were guardians, but we did not have a clear idea of what. You were meant for something important, but because of my actions it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed. We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You will see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself. It was partly the strange skills of Dawnstar that showed me to the corruption, and partly something that belongs to you. You'll understand when you enter. Well, it is thought that spirits naturally try to find their way to the underworld, but if their lives or deaths were painful, they return to what was familiar. The school has seen its share of tragedy in the past. Something of yours has allowed me to keep the students protected, but the dead will be everywhere soon enough. You must enter and see for yourself. It is here, in my home. I kept it hidden by never acknowledging its importance. It is not hard to hide something. You need only master keeping the secret. No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you, an amulet. When you emerge, you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy. Spirits go mad if denied passage to the underworld. They are strong, but you can fight them. You can't kill the dead, but in defeat they are disrupted and can't reform for a time. You are tied to the reason why spirits wander. Many appeared after your people fell, and some are held in this cave. They are drawn to your amulet. It is ahead, waiting for you. Be careful. It is desired by many seeking power beyond the mortal realm. I make no apology for these trials, my student. You will come to see how necessary they are. The dragon amulet was with you in Dirge. I understand what it does, but you are the one meant to be trained in its use. I am sorry that my actions denied you this. Essence gems are used by healers and upstart sorcerers and are common enough to be wasted on ornamentation. But with this amulet, you can tap their true potential. Your people were adept at using essence gems. I kept it from you because power is a beacon. The forces behind the restless dead will take an interest in you. Even mindless spirits may be drawn to you, just as they were confined here. In achieving your true power, you become a target that many will not be able to resist.
Legendary strike! My student, I hope you realize your importance. The restless dead must be allowed to find their way to the underworld. All of us will suffer if things continue as they are. Seek the source of this problem and eradicate it. That is your purpose and burden. I hope that the basics I have taught you will aid you in setting everything right. Not all spirits succumb to bestial rage. A strong will can transcend death. These beings may have powers beyond any living foe, and intelligence to beguile and confuse. All will suffer if the dead remain this way. Soon you must leave Two Rivers. Seek the source of this problem, even if it leads to the heart of the Empire. I have old friends who may guide you, but I have old enemies too. The cave is secure. Meditate on what you see here. When you leave, all will be changed.
Kwansai Irak, we will kukupir finis si Takawo. Ukir wir, uktarano utak. No fantayana ukonani pinatawa. Uwatawa ir fuir onosafakar huru. Anania Ifuir Uk Sonorok Noka Uk Snapir. So I thought not Ipir in Aquabir. Okia, Ipaner Nuko Iwa Ir, Nikasanaria, Iruru Ninua Sa Irkana. Well, Nakapir Sari Awaf, Van Sierra Suorofos, Isinosaurus Suno. Sata Tawa Ir Kawana Ir Sonir Ipodoki. Wanawa Vukuno Sukutnia Awafawa Ir Sotok. Ukirwir Uktarano Utak. No Fantayana Ukonani Pinatawa. Wotawa Ir Fuir Ono Safakarhuru.
My power is stretched thin, bled away, and you are too small, too mortal to truly understand. But small things can move beneath the notice of others. Your master hopes that you will grow strong while he leads the predators away. His reasons are clouded, but you must find a way through the fog. You are the one who can hear, the one who can act. Search, but look also for yourself. You are a spirit monk, and you are the last. I do not have the strength to answer. I am cut open, and the way to the underworld is shut. Spirits are lost with no shepherd, no guardians. You must restore us. The amulet is a focus. It will guide you. But when you know both sides of the Veil of Death, ability alone will save you. I have a moment of power, a window to grant knowledge of a primal energy. You must choose between ice and fire, and I will grant the skill to bring them to your hands. I have energy enough only to instill knowledge of one, not both. Knowledge of the other may come in time, but not today. Emotions burn within, but can be coaxed outwards as well. Harness this to bring fire to your hands. Yours is the power to unleash dire flame. There is no inherent villainy in any martial action, only in the hearts of those who wield them. If you rely too much on simple force, then you cannot act without it. I can do no more. I must fade. Pity those spirits that have grown twisted. You will come to know their pain when life leaves you. Pity the world if you fail, Spirit Monk, for you are the last.
What are you doing out here? You are supposed to be meditating on the amulet and what you have learned for at least another day. A vision? Oh, of course you did. A natural reaction to the great amount of information I have placed before you. It may have something to do with your amulet. Tell me, did you learn anything about the destiny that stretches before you, or what has led you this far? Be careful. I do not want you to be misled by sources I cannot anticipate. Your people had warriors by that name. I regret that my actions caused their downfall. 20 years ago, the Empire was mired in drought. Your people revered the water dragon, so their temple of Dirge was the ideal place to ask the heavens for help. But the water dragon governed more than just moisture. The drought was part of the natural order, and not for mortals to alter. The spirit monks denied us access. The Emperor was incensed. He asked me to plan a display of power that would force their compliance. As our armies marched, I realized how wrong we were. He could not be dissuaded. I fled with you as the rest of your people were killed. You must discover for yourself what being the last of your kind means. What else did this vision reveal? You are only to retrieve the amulet, learn to place gems in it, and meditate on your future. I don't want you to be distracted.
Master Li, there's still no sign of her.
What? What is it, Wu? I'm sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
Dawnstar, as I told you, Master. She went missing after Gao's men were discovered in the school. The state of her room suggests some sort of fight took place.
I see. She is not there?
No, Master Li. There's no sign of her.
I see. This may prove useful. Thank you, Jingwu. You may go. Your appearance put Gao's disgrace out of my mind, but it would seem that your early exit from the caves has come at just the right time. I doubt she has come to harm. She is a strong woman, as you know. That doesn't mean you shouldn't search for her. It will be a good measure of your ability. What better way to show mastery over your abilities than to turn them towards helping your fellow student? Seek her out. I doubt she is in the school, and someone would have seen her if she was in the village. You might want to try the surrounding marshland. That is good. Time is very important. Here, take some silver. I asked Fendo and the others to stock essence gems in preparation for this day. Hopefully they have done so. You learned in the cave how single gems are viewed as trinkets and used by self-professed healers and would-be sorcerers, but you can unlock their full potential. Make sure you have everything you need when you leave to find Dawnstar. Do not cloud your mind with anything else. When you return, your course will be clear.
I heard about Dawnstar. Perhaps I can help in some small way. Fendo received some essence gems and passed a few along to me. They may be of use to you. Good luck finding Dawnstar. Stay on the path of honor.
Dawnstar wanted to be here when you left the cavern, but she's gone. If you ask me, something's wrong. I don't know where she could have gone, but Wen or Lin might have some idea. You could ask in town as well.
I suppose you are looking for Dawnstar. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen her. I'm surprised you don't know where she is. I would have thought you, if anyone, would know. Are you sure she isn't off by herself somewhere? She's always been so moody. I'm sorry, but I haven't heard or seen anything odd. Everyone's here except Gao, and he has no place here anymore. He seemed to be in a hurry as he was packing, though. Come to think of it, he was muttering threats under his breath. That's just Gao, so I didn't think anything of it. The gate at the center of the village is the only way out. Sometimes boats pass by, but this isn't the season for them. I have no idea. If her garden or room is disturbed, as Jingwu said, maybe she chased the person who did it. I don't know why she didn't call an alarm, though. Goodbye. I hope you find Dawnstar. She was always nice.
I've heard that Dawnstar is missing. If anyone can find her, it's you. I'm not sure I know anything that will help. With the exception of Gao, everyone is here. Come to think of it, he gathered his things awfully quickly after he was expelled. By foot there is only one path, and it leads down to the swamps. I have never gone that far. Again, all I can think of is that Gao left awfully quickly. Beyond that, everyone else is accounted for, except Dawnstar. Goodbye. I hope you find Dawnstar.
Dawnstar is nice. You should make sure she's safe.
Don't let the ghosts get Dawnstar, okay? I hear there are a lot of ghosts around.
I couldn't believe it. He killed him with a single blow and laughed as this poor boy gasped his last.
You! Gao the Lesser did this. He was dragging some sort of sack and this boy challenged him.
This brave young man stopped Gao and demanded to know what he was carrying.
Gao just laughed at him and tried to walk on by, but the student challenged him. Gao just shrugged, turned, and killed this poor boy in one blow. I couldn't say. It was awfully large and looked heavy, but I was watching from a ways away. We didn't want to get close to that murderer.
We hid out of sight as Gao went toward the gate out of town.
Possibly, but we were too far away to say for sure. If you really want to know, go catch that fiend. He was headed for the gate out of town. Gao is in a rush, but you might be able to catch him still.
Be on your guard if you truly mean to pursue him. Gao's mad with rage as this poor lad learned too late.
There you are. I hear your friend has gone missing. So sad. Very sad indeed. More importantly, my stock has arrived. Braving roads dangerous with ghosts and bandits. A caravan runner just dropped off a load of supplies. What can I do for you? I just received some new items, a rare delivery that made it through. Some gems that you may be interested in. Have a look for yourself. But what can I haven't seen or heard anything. Someone else might have time to track you students, but I don't. Had I spotted the boy, I certainly wouldn't have let him go by after something like that. That's just not right, killing off one of my customers. Come to think of it, I did hear something odd, like someone was carrying a load and not enjoying it. Maybe you should ask Gu Jin. He always watches me like a hawk. Why not others? Only one, but it passes by the swamps. You don't want to travel through there alone. Too many outlaws make their home in that marsh. Good luck finding Dawnstar.
You look like you have something on your mind. What's the matter? Gao killed someone? And I let him go past here without questioning him? I'm an old fool. I wished I'd looked to see what he was dragging. He was heading towards the gate. The only place he could get to on foot is the swamp. That bog is full of bandits, and who knows what else. Despite that, it still seems the most likely place. He'll be slowed down by that load. You could still catch him if you hurry. Good luck to you.
It's a bit of a shame what happened to the guard here. The fool got in the way of Gao the Lesser. The young master thought you might come after him, so he left us here to slow you down. You were lucky against those bandits, but we're not so easy to push around. Lucky day for us then, isn't it? Gao the Greater makes sure his son is well protected. Very well protected. We'll do more than slow you down.
Legendary strike! Staff! Heavenly wave! Legendary strike! You lack focus! I need...
Oh, my head feels like a war drum, and the battle did not go in the Empire's favor. What happened? I was speaking with Gao, that spoiled little noisy cricket. He hit me without cause. I didn't see her. He was dragging a large sack, and I asked if he needed help. He said no, just the key to the gate, and then he conjured this ball of flame around his hand. I don't really remember what happened next. I might have passed out. No one's ever threatened me before. There's only one place he could have gone if he left the village. The path leads past the fields to the swamps. What did he do? Why would he resort to attacking me just to leave the village? What? That arrogant whelp? I trust you're following him to put him in his place. Go on. Why waste time talking to me? Get moving!
Quit crying, fool, or we will gut you like a carp.
My poor Fen, what have you done to her?
Who's there?
Legendary strike.
More Gao's soldiers? I'm through hiding. The marsh is outlawed.
Dire flame. I need healing. Legendary strike. Heavenly wave. Your end is... Legendary strike.
Gone. She's gone. They took her away, my beautiful Fen, my flower of the fields. Please, my name is Hing, and you must help me. My Fen is so delicate, she will chafe under a bandit's yoke. These reeds hide so many thieves. You could walk right past a camp and not see it. There's no telling where they took your friend. Or my Fen. I knew we were getting too close to the marshes. Why was I so foolish? Of course these thieves would strike at my beautiful Fen. I can't leave without her. They'll work her to death or eat her or worse. Can you do anything? Please? I thank you, and my Fen will thank you when she is returned to me. My precious flower of the fields, I can't leave without her.
I am no common bandit. I've been hunted by far worse than you. Hold your attack, young student. I am not your enemy. This was a misunderstanding. I have tried very hard to go unnoticed, but I also need to eat. I've been on the outskirts of your village once or twice to trade goods. I saw you training. My name is Zhu. I have been called Sagashitsu, if you prefer a title. It's a name I share with the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. No wonder you came out here as you did. You're looking to rescue someone. You probably gave no thought to your own safety. That is very selfless of you. I tend to think more efficiently. I did hear something about a camp. They seem to be killing bandits so they won't be disturbed. There wasn't much more. I just wanted some peace and quiet. No, I'm not interested in looking for trouble. I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. As bad as this is, you're better off without my help. Dawnstar. I am familiar with that name. But I still can't. I've spent a long time avoiding trouble. I don't want to go looking for it now. I'm sorry. Wait. Dawnstar, your friend should not suffer because of my reluctance. A group of men went to the north. They had a large pack that was giving them trouble. That may be where their camp is. There's no way to leave the marsh in that direction. Not on foot, anyway. I will show you. It is easy to get lost. I can refuse some fool determined to get lost in the swamp, but I doubt your friend earned her fate. Gao the Lesser shouldn't get such a prize without a fair fight. Now come, we have some catching up to do. We'll find them. Like I said, they can't get out in that direction. Not on foot. I will try not to make you regret it. Your task is probably complicated enough as it is. Let's go. The main camp is to the north, but there are soldiers all around this area. If you want to find trouble, let's do it quickly. Your quarry has based himself in the north. There are paths right and left, but I doubt one is any safer than the other.
Shouldn't killing outlaws yield some good silver? All I found is this troublesome creature, and she won't do a thing I say. Her last keeper trained her too well. If we can't get any work out of her, I want her cut and carved for tomorrow. If I have to be out here on Gao's little errand, at least I can be well fed. Look out! It must be more bandits! Get them!
Dire flame! Heavenly wave!
Your quarry has based himself in the north. There are paths right and left, but I doubt one is any safer than the other.
Shouldn't killing outlaws... If we... Look...
Legendary strike!
Shouldn't...
Legendary strike!
Thank you for saving me. I was getting tired of catering to these fools. I thought I was saved when they killed the bandits that raided my husband's wagon, but these soldiers were no better. You have my gratitude. Fen, you have come this far for Fen. Did Hing send you here without even mentioning my name?
Oh dear, this will be unpleasant for someone.
I am Xinghua. These animals made me cook for them, clean up their filth. And Hing sent you for the flower. I will kill him. No, but she is here. Oh yes, just over here. Let me present her to you. Fen, come!
Fen, my flower! You are safe. I knew this great fighter would save you. I couldn't leave without you. The cart needs your strength to pull it.
I am safe as well, Hing. Or did you forget I was missing?
Oh, there you are, my dear. I'm glad you did not come to harm.
But you are more concerned about the ox, I see. Gao? One of the soldiers said someone with that name is at a camp to the far north. Of course, he may have been speaking of someone more important. Perhaps the camp goat.
I prayed for your safe return, dear, but the cart will not move itself.
You will be lucky if I don't make you pull it while the ox rides. She is clearly important enough. Come, leave any of our stolen silver as reward for our savior. I value my own life at least that much. Someone has to.
Yes, dear.
Do I have to slaughter that thing for you to show me some attention?
No, dear.
Are you lying again?
No, dear.
Are you listening to me?
No, dear.
It looks like the soldiers have taken control from the bandits who normally rule here. I'm not sure it's an improvement.
Look!
Legendary
More
strike.
bandits creeping into the camp! Get them!
What? Who? No, wait. I don't want any more trouble. Yes, I can do that. Whatever you want. Who? The woman. She got loose from the sack and ran into the cave. Would have been safer out here with us.
That cave is home to both toad demons and ogres, and both are in a foul temper from fighting over the space. Running in there is like moving from the claws to the fangs.
We refused to go after her, so Gao went himself. I don't know. He just said it was very important that he get her tonight. He brought a few groups of us over for it. We didn't take her. We made Gao do that himself. I know we shouldn't have let him talk us into any of this, but he doubled our pay. It was just one woman. Compared to some things, well, all I'll say is that this wasn't the worst thing done by a Gao lately. Look, that's all I can say. Just let me go. I won't be any more trouble for you. If I go back to Gao's father, I'll be killed as a failure.
A reasonable punishment. Gao has some things right.
By my grandfather, I won't get in your way again. I swear. No, I told you all I could.
If your friend is in danger,
will be sorry.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it, Gao? This is your mess. I didn't make you kidnap me.
Your friend is doing a good job of frustrating Gao into carelessness. That will work in your favor, but it also means we have to follow them by a different route. Be careful. That means fresh enemies for us. These caves harbor strange creatures.
Staff!
I never had cause to enter these caves. Gao will have to pay for this inconvenience.
Healing.
I swear, Dawnstar, my patience is running thin. No! No! Not you! Anyone but you! What are you doing here?
It seems Gao doesn't think much about anything.
I understand more than you. I did you a favor, but you are too stupid to know a good thing when you're in its grasp.
Being kidnapped was a good thing? You have an odd view of what it takes to impress a woman.
Fools! You'd be dead if it wasn't for me. Everything you had is gone. My father has seen to that. You'll see. Death comes from above to ferret out your hidden master and his real name. Dawnstar was the only thing I wanted to save, and what thanks do I get? Nothing. So be it. I'll just kill you all and forget your pitiful little village ever existed. You'll see. You've already lost no matter what happens here. You'll see. I'll make you see. Good. There's no Master Li to restrict how I fight. I'll kill you in time to see the red sky over your village.
Diamond Blade!
No! No! Not you! Anyone but you! What are you doing here?
It's...
Good. There's no Master Li to restrict how I fight. I'll kill you in time to see the red sky over your village.
Staff! Staff! Legendary strike! Legendary strike! My style is flawless!
Thank you for coming to my rescue. I'm not sure why Gao thought he would get away with this. He had to know that someone in the village would come for me, although I suspected it would be you. While I am grateful I have you as a friend, I've always respected your strength. I'm surprised Gao didn't have an interest in you instead of me. Not that I'd wish that on you. He was such a fool.
Sagacious Zoo, you don't owe me anything. I just helped your young friend through the swamp.
Sagacious Zoo, well, I am grateful. I don't know what Gao meant by saying he was doing me a favor. How could dragging me here be beneficial? Agreed. I want Master Li to know that we are both safe. It's too bad, though. He wanted to reach Gao. I'm sure of it. Gao just seemed to get more and more bitter. He didn't respond well to discipline. It's too bad.
I will wait by Gao's flyer. He can't object now.